Yeah. Hello everyone. Now what I've just done is I've just realised I've not got the live chat. That's the chat from the last one. So stick with me just for a second. What are we doing here? I am professional as fuck as always, and then I can tell you all about it. And so if we transition that across, hopefully that looks about right. There we go. Now then, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me okay? Is that all right? Can you hear me? Is everything fine and dandy? I certainly hope so. And yeah, here we go then. It's 2018. Who knew we'd last this long? There we go then. Right, there is a bucket load of people in the chat. I'll say hello in a second, but just to let you know what my plan is, I meant to do some recording earlier on today, but was unable to. So I am going to be doing some recording this evening, but I wanted to get some content out so you knew that I hadn't forgotten about you, so I could just have a little brief chatty poos with you all. So we can do a little bit of that, and then once I've finished here, I'm using the proper camera, so hopefully quality wise it should be spectacular, or at least as good as I'm going to be getting it. And then once I finish this live stream, then what I'll be doing is I will be just going off and doing some recording. In fact, what I'm going to need to do is I am going to need to flip out my screen. Whoop, 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 there's chesticles. Oh, look. Groin, chest, all sorts going on, because I need to keep an eye on my battery life. See, so I'm using the camera. So yeah, there we go. Can you wait? How is everything? Is the scene set okay? Does that all look all right? What do we think of the new backdrop? Do we like the new backdrop? There's no wall here. No? Hey, what? So I've ripped that down, because that's the kind of guy that I am. And everyone's a winner. So. Right, what we got going on here? Lots of people in chat. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to hang out with you all. It seems like it's been forever. I've almost forgotten what it's like to live stream, although I have done a couple of them for the Patreon people. But no, it's not been any reviews, so you've not missed out on anything. Don't worry. But no, all in all, it's a little bit scary. But let's have a little look here. Kimmy Vapes, thank you very much for joining us. Nice to see you, and great to see your channel's going down so well. Go and check out Kimmy Vapes. She's a lovely person. Steve Connon, Brad Sheets, Dominic Pelosi. Hello, Dominic. How you doing? Nice to see you. I want the Christmas backdrop back. Well, you'll have to wait a year for that one to happen again. I'm very pleased to not have it. And actually, this one is lovely because it's like microfibery furriness. Which feels sexy, if you like. Triple X Vapes, hello, how you doing? Muji World, how you doing? John Mueller, thank you very much. Kind of Zen. Well, you see, I was going for the Vigo from Ghostbusters 2 look. That's where I was going with this one. I don't know if it helps if I turn off my if I turn off those lights. Does that help a little bit on the Vigo side of things? Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But let's get some lights going on there as well, just to give it a little bit of atmosphere, shall we? Right, what we got? Who else we got? Mark Dettinger, Peter M, TC Vapes, Beth C, Focus Evo, thank you very much indeed. Wes Adams, hiya, gorgeous Dean, happy new year. Happy new year to you, and also happy new year to absolutely everybody out there. I hope you've all had a fantastic time. I kind of did my kind of happy new year kind of thing on the community page, just to sort of say, you know, you don't have to wait for a new year to start treating people nicely. So I think I've gone into a little bit of a hippie zone. I think I've gone a little bit hippie. I really do think I have. Walrus Vapes, I didn't get my Christmas present. I don't know what your Christmas present was. Scott Madden, you rock. Hello, you rock too. I think I saw West End Vapor in here as well. Hello, buddy, how you doing? Real Viper from Spain. Kirk Svinos. Let's go with that one, shall we? Benny Synergic Shy Trance. That's a hell of a name. From Northern Germany. We're in from all over the place, so that's great. great. So we do have Mr. Todd in doing the spannering. Now, Mr. Todd is not going to be joining me tonight because he's in his shed in his dressing gown and slippers, having a good old tug away on a pipe. And so, yeah, he's just doing the spannering. So please, as always, you know this, no drama, no worries. Just keep it nice and flighty, nice and light and happy, and everyone's a winner. If this Christmas has taught me anything, it's just be fucking happy and just go with a stress-free life, you know, just enjoy it and don't get involved with any of the rubbish. Right, what else we got? Dean, my whole message was that my mum told me that you're my real dad. That's why I said I didn't get one from it. Ah, right, walrus face. To be honest, there's so many out there now that I can't keep track of them. But if you ever meet all your brothers and sisters, you could possibly start a new country. So I hope you all managed to get some fabulous Christmas presents this year and lots of vapey related things. Thank you so much for watching my little Christmas thing that I did on Christmas Eve. I thought that was fun. I really rather enjoyed that one. I thought that was a bit of a giggle. And yeah, it just made me smile. So I haven't had a vape yet. Hang you on, let me have a toot. So really, now I've not made any notes. So I've got to try and remember some of the bits and bobs that have come in. I don't think I've had a whole hell of a lot that's come in, but I've got to try and remember some bits and bobs just to show you. And also I'm planning on letting you know a little bit about what you're getting into for the coming year. So first off, let's start. I will have another little look in chat. If you've got a sort of a question that you desperately need answering, then put @VapingBiker and then put your question all in uppercase, which is capitals, just so it'll help me. It'll help me see it. But if I just keep saying hello to everybody in chat, we'll never get through this. And I think the battery will only last for like an hour. I've still not got a mains adapter thing for the camera, so I think we've got about an hour. So I don't want to use all of that up, just saying hello. But hello to you all. I do love you greatly. Thank you very much indeed. So what have we got? Let me have a sip of Monster. So new stuff that's come in. Well, one of the things that came in, which anyone on my social media will remember or will have seen, is the Dead Rabbit SQ. Which is really annoying because I put that the wrong way round, so you can't see the logo. It really annoys me when I put the top cap on and you can't see the logo pointing out. It really frustrates me. But so we've got the 22mm SQ. I'm rather enjoying that. I've got it on top of the Vanguard at the minute. I'm still testing the poop out of this one. And I'm still loving, I think I showed you guys before that one of my biggest hesitancies about the Vanguard was the fact that it had a proprietary bottle. But the thing that's kind of done it for me is these keychains that have a spare proprietary bottle in there. So you just take that out and bung it in. It's well happy with it. Cool. Right, Ethan Wright. I have in the past, and if you look in the description of any video other than this one, you'll see a link to a video with the bike in it. So there we go. Boom. Now then, yes, what was I talking about? This Dead Rabbit SQ. So it is quite a cute little puppy. I think it's really nice. I don't think it's a proper mouth to lung vape. Now I explained this to my the Patreon people, but when I unpacked it and I put it together, I was a little bit surprised because obviously it was saying mouth to lung, and it made me kind of think about what is mouth to lung in 2018 now. Now for me, mouth to lung has always been like super tight, like you're sucking on a cigarette, and so that's why I've still got my Berserker Mini that's cracking on there, and I love it. I love it because it is so tight on the draw. This to me is what a mouth to lung tank should be like. So anyone who wants my favourites, I'll tell you a couple of things that I really like this year, but I haven't really done a favourites list just because there's so much cool stuff. But the Berserker mouth to lung tank for mouth to lung vapors has absolutely, both the small one and the larger one, been my top tank of 2017. I have absolutely loved it. I did see someone comment the other day that they'd had theirs leaking. I honestly have no idea how to fix that because for me it's never leaked. So, you know, it's all in the wicking, same as any other RTA, I imagine. But no, when it comes to this, I don't think, because of that high airflow, when you point it down, you've got these little tiny holes. So you've got these kind of big honk and great big holes here. In fact, hold you on. Which way around is that? Is that going in or is that going out? Oh, there we go, in. So you've got these big old holes on the side there at the top, but you can turn those down. So you've got these, is that the single coil one or is that, no, that's the single coil one. Hold on, stay with me. There we go. You can just about see that there is a tiny little hole in that airflow jobby in the middle there, and that's a kind of your mouth to lung hole. But the problem that I think with this one is where you've got the normal dead rabbit airflow, it kind of sucks it all the way. You're sucking hard. You're sucking hard, and it makes the air to some degree go down towards the coils. But when you're mouth to lung, when you've got a very, very restricted lung hit, or very, very restricted lung hit, you're not getting enough kind of enough oof behind the airflow to be able to get it down to your coils. So I've not really enjoyed that so much, I'm not going to lie. So that's something that I did want to be, you know, completely transparent with. However, as a 22mm restricted lung hit RDA, single coil with a funky little deck on it, I have actually been rather enjoying it. This is at 33.3 watts at the moment. And it's rather nice. It's rather nice. Flavour is not bad at all. Although I think I did get a little bit more flavour from the original one. But I've got much more testing to do with that before I can come up with any kind of conclusion on there. Because I've only had it... can't remember when I got it in. I can't remember. I've had it since Christmas. So I haven't had it long enough to do any testing with it yet properly. But I'm about 3 coils into there at the moment. So once I've done some more work on it, then I'll let you know. But I think it could certainly be a nice little option for those of you that don't use 24mm and big old atomizers. Now then, what else have we got going on here? Have you tried, Steve, have you tried the Apocalypse Gen 2 RDA? No, I have not, so can't help you with that one. Christopher Addy, will you review the Tula from Fine Mods? It's amazing. I haven't got it, so it's not on the planned list as yet. To be honest with you, I feel terrible because I never got around to reviewing the big old DNA 250, big beast from Fine Mods. So it's still something that gets used. I think I've still got, yeah, there we go. You can see that there's still some battery life going on in that. I still do use this with the death trap on top, and I think it's a marvellous, marvellous piece of kit. It's a big old chunky beastie though. It really, really is. What else we got going on here? My daughter got me a great vape juice, peach and apple. Good stuff, Kelly. Excellent. What else have we got going on here? Fume, hello, Mr. Todds. Mr. Todd is doing a fine job as usual in the chat. Now, I don't know how far I can zoom out before you start seeing the top or the side. There we go. Is that all right? That should do. That should do. I think that'll be all right. Good. So what else have we got in? I think I told you last time in the vlog just before Christmas that I got the Mi 1 and the Mi Pod in. My thoughts on these have not changed since the last vlog where I talked about them. Not changed at all. So so that's that. What have we got going on? Once again, if you do need to ask me a question that's important, then just pop at Vaping Biker at the start and then everything in capitals. So it helps me sort of focus in to make sure I'm not kind of going and staring at the chat like a lemon. But anyway. What else have we got going on? So did I show you this? This is the EOS mod from the Ultra Owner people that Asmodus is distributing, and you know that I loved my Ultrona Lunar Squonker, and this Squonker is something that I will be keeping hold of because to me This is just brilliant. I absolutely love this. This was the biggest surprise for me for 2017, because when I saw them at Expo, I didn't think they were going to be, you know, that great, because I'd never heard of them. However, once I got this, I used it solidly and solely for a week, and I absolutely fucking loved it. So, yeah, so this has been the biggest shock. So I was kind of looking forward to seeing this, this mod, but in all honesty, it's too big for me. It's too big. I'm not a huge fan of these kind of these stabby door situation things. They're not stabby, are they? I don't know if they're stab wood or just, I think they might be stab wood rather than just all resin. I think they must be. Is that going to focus? No. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I don't know. I think it probably must be, but no, it takes me back. It's very old school. It's very big and it's very chunky. It seems to work okay, but it's very, very big and very chunky. But still, I'm still going to test it. Now, I have got the Blitzen tank on there because I felt a little bit lazy, and I hate it with a passion. Now then, what have we got going on here? What's the best 22mm RTA? I'm absolutely the wrong person to ask about that, Jay Jarry. If it was mouth to lung, then I would say absolutely, without a doubt, the Berserker Mini. However, I'm assuming you're not talking about mouth to lung, in which case I am not the best person for you, seeing as I don't review tanks. So I'm not kind of kept up to speed with what's going on with tanks because I dislike them greatly. What juice you on? I'm on Dr. Frost grape juice we got for Christmas. Almost finished, says Wes. I'm on a bunch of juices, to be honest with you. I've got what have I got in the is that Yig? Have I got Yig in that? I think I might have. I think I've got Yig in the thing that I'm now about to tell you about. Ohms Distro gave me some of the Grim Cult signature line and the Yig and the Cannibal Corpse and all that, Caramel Corpse and all that sort of good stuff. So I've been pootling about on some of those. Oh, one of the things that I think I talked about before, but I'm not entirely sure, but I have used them so much because I love them, are these Bomatech reloaders, which are these top caps that you stick on Gorilla bottles. And I think these are absolutely fantastic because you just unscrew the top there, and then you've got a refill bottle for your squonkers, and it does a grand job, even though it's got Ultima in the top of it rather than rubber. I'm really enjoying that, but also it means that you've got quite a gap there, so if you do want to fill up squonk bottles and all that, you can just your stuff in really, really easily, and it stops the issue that we've had in the past with some chubby Gorilla bottles, where you kind of give them a good old squeeze and the top cap just goes fuck off, and goes all over your lap. So it does. These are metal. I think they might be doing some aluminium ones soon, but these ones I think are stainless steel, and it does make the bottles quite top heavy. So you know, just be aware of that. But no, all in all, I think these are fan-bloody-tastic. I love them. But I think I've told you about them, but just in case. Right, what have we got going on? Let me go down to the bottom of the chat. What don't you like about the Blitzen? Personally, I'm 2 builds in on it, and I'm not reviewing it, but I'm 2 builds in on it, and I think the flavour is weak on it. I think the airflow is nice and smooth, but yeah, I mean, flavour-wise, I think it's horrible. And I've thought that if you open it, the air up any more than about that I'm showing you right there, then it just gets too much air and not enough flavour, in my opinion. So there we go. That's that one. That's why I'm not a fan of that one. Final thoughts on the NATO mech mod. Love the Luna, but can't get it here. I reviewed it, didn't I? Yes. I've got something on my shoulder. I reviewed the NATO, so my thoughts are all in there, I think. What else have we got going on in here? Excuse me. Nice background, cozy. Yes, Alex. Thank you very much indeed. That's what I was going for. And I've had a couple of different backgrounds where I try and go for that kind of warm kind of thing. In summer, I might do a kind of a bright and sunshiny kind of white thing. Who knows? But yeah, there we go. We'll see. But no, what else have we got going on? Other stuff. Is there any other questions? Once again, at at Vaping Biker, and then all uppercase would be great. Now then, what else have we got? We've got this. So this came in as a prototype from Dovpo. I think Mr. Todd has had his already and having a chat about it. But this is the this is a prototype. That's what this is. This is a prototype number 9. Look, it says it on there. What's that going to tell you? Oh, there we go. Boom. None of that. What's it called? It can't be called a prototype. It's got a name on it. Adonis. It might be called an Adonis, possibly, or a V. Either way, this is a kind of a color changing thing. Now, I tried to show this to the Patreon people the other day, and I couldn't. It looks blue AF on the camera, but it color changes between blue and purple, and you're just not getting the purple. What happens if I turn a light out? What happens if I turn a light out? Will you be able to see the purple then? I'm going to go with no still. No. So there we go. It's still not happening. But what we've got on here, we've got a nice slidey actual on-off switch going on there. But the interesting thing here is that it's a variable voltage device. For those of you that have been playing around with mods for a long time, when you press the button, it tells you your resistance, but it's a variable voltage. So you can up and down your voltage, not wattage. And it's quite a chunky affair. This is kind of a rubber bit going on the back here. It is quite large, but do you know what? I found it to be pretty comfortable. So yeah, I'm not having a bad time with this at all, to be honest with you. It's not bad. Jobs are good. Can you recommend us one an all-in-one which isn't a pen style? Go and check out my review of what was that little red thing that I reviewed? There's a little red one, a little red thing that I reviewed a little while ago, and I can't think what it was called. Began with A, I think. Did it begin with A? I'm sure it began with A. But no, and I can't even see it on my shelf. So I've put it somewhere safe, clear. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. This little puppy from Archery. I thought this was a great little piece of kit. I really, really enjoyed this. So for a little all-in-one device, job's a good one. I like that a lot. Now then, what else have we got going on? How do you feel if pods started coming with glass instead of plastic and easy top fill? It would make no difference to my existence at all, Kenneth's Tutorials. I still struggle to find a pod system that I think is good, that I kind of reach for and go, yeah, I need to vape that. So yeah, I'm struggling on that one. Do you think the Canon RTA is good first for an experienced user who is sick of lack of flavour from sub-ohm tanks? So you're saying it's a first tanks, but it's for an experienced user, Matt McKinney? Little bit confused there, but if you've not built before, yeah, sure, why not? I think I've looked at the Canon. Don't know if I've reviewed it, but I think the Canon was quite a nice one. So yeah, crack on. Why not? Go for it. Just do it safely. Do you use any 18350 mechs? No, I don't, Arnab. I've had a couple in the past years ago, and I think I've got one up on my mech shelf at the moment. But no, I don't use them, and they're not really for me, to be fair. They're for my friend Mr. Todd. He likes all those. I like quite chunky mods, especially if they're different. So, you know, there we go. Can you recommend a good company for one-shots? I can't afford premium anymore. There's loads. There is so many now. I think pretty much everybody is offering one-shots, to be honest with you. J-Web, so there is just a fuck ton available. So, yeah, I mean, don't know. Anyone you like, really. I've found, check out my video on the DIY juice mixing where I use the Dark Star stuff, because like 500ml of that for someone that doesn't want to mix individually, still cheap as you like, So go and check that video out that I did months ago now, but I think it might be in my tutorials playlist. So go and check that bad boy out. Now then, first RTA, says Matt. It's but you build RDAs regularly. Tell you what, Matt, rather than going to a tank, why don't you go to a squonker? Ooh. Can you recommend a good hard-hitting 2700 mech? I've reviewed a couple of them, so go and check those out. We've got the broadside. Have I reviewed the Outlaw from Rig? I don't know. I think I have. think I have. But we've got the Outlaw from Rig, which is basically the Descendant, but the 2700 version. I thought there was a battery in there then. So we've got that. We've got the NATO. We've got the Triple X. We've got other things. I've done a few. Go and check out. Go and check out there, mate, because yeah, depends what sort of thing you fancy, really, doesn't it? What's your go-to juice line these days? Tried any CBD? I have tried CBD, but to be honest with you, it's tough, man. There's a few of the juices that I'm really enjoying at the moment. creamyclouds.co.za. I talked about these guys ages ago. I'm enjoying this stuff, and you can see that that's pretty much an empty bottle going on right there. This lemon biscuits from those guys. I'm also rather enjoying the jammy buns, which is from Union of Vapors, I think it is. No, unionvapors.com. I think you can get that there, but you'll find that all over the place. What else we got? There's all sorts. There's all sorts. I've managed to bang through a fair bunch of this strawberry gelato from the Originals range as well, from Creamy Clouds. So there's a whole mess of stuff, to be honest with you. There's loads. But they're the ones that I've got in front of me at the moment. Now then, what else have we got? What else have we got? Just I'm trying to answer questions as well as show you gear. It's not the easiest. So what we've got here is this bad boy from Asmodeus. Asmodeus? Tell me it's Asmodeus, please. Lost Faith. Oh, fuck. Lost Faith. Of course it's Lost Faith, you bellend. Edit. This is the Mirage. So we've got this resin thing going around the outside of this. Now this, when I first unpacked it, I was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. This isn't working for me, because it just seemed really big. But in actual fact, it's super comfortable, and I really, really like it. Once again, 2700 battery, so we can stick that in there like so. And we've got a DNA 75C going on in there. Boom. There we go. Wallop. Some of those apples. So I've actually found this to be super comfortable, especially for finger firing in the hand. Obviously with the DNA 75C, you're not going to be giving it sort of full mashings, but I've been rocking this a little bit at 75 watts and having quite a good time with this one. The only thing that I've got as a slight kind of imperfection on this, and you're not going to be able to see it on camera at all, is I have kind of here, running down this side and running down this side, there's a very definite crease where I think they've kind of heated the resin to go on, and then it kind of has folded over, maybe, I don't know, and it kind of has left quite a significant crease down the side, which is just something that kind of bugs me a little bit, and it just might be me because I'm a little bit strange, but that's the thing. Arnab, will you ever shave off your beard? Probably not. Well, one day, maybe, who knows. Not planning on it though. Right, hang on, move my headrest. BMW seat is still working out well as an office chair, by the way. Now, what else have we got? What else have we got? I have been having a jolly good time with the Spade from the Vicious Ant People as well. And I have got this, what's it called? The Radius 2 RDA sitting on top of that. And I've been having a jolly good time with that. That makes me feel rather posh, that setup does. But I've told you about those before. Now then, what else have we got going on? I told you about the Skystar mod and how much I disliked this just how it felt, and that it was a little bit cheap and cheerful and all that sort of malarkey. But what I really despised with a passion was the tank with that stupid kind of flattened notch coil like a pancake or stovetop, and I do hate that so much. But Aspire have said, well, wait. We want to send you another one because you might have got a prototype. So they're going to send me another one, and I'll tell you all about it once I know more. But that's about it. But what we're talking about stupidly fucking fingerprint magnets, let's talk about one I got in today, shall we? This is not getting a review, but this is an iJoy Diamond. Now this is straight out of that kind of school of thinking as the Aspire and the Vaporesso and all that sort of stuff. In fact, the board on this looks very Vaporesso-y, if I remember correctly. But no, the fingerprint magnet, like you would not believe. Like I say, this has only turned up today, and it's there's no things to be able to get your fingernails under to be able to get the sides off, so you have to kind of pry it off. 2700 batteries, but I'm rocking some 18650s in the biggest battery condoms in the world, so that's on there. But I've not really tried that. This has come with a Captain tank, which to be honest, this is my first lot of juice that's gone through it, but I'm not feeling that. 66.6 watts on a 0.4 coil. Let's have a toot. It just doesn't seem, it's not quiet. It doesn't seem very comfortable. There's a gap. Gap between the bottom of the tank and the thing. Am I going to be able to show you this gap? No, I'm probably not. But no, you're not going to be able to see this at all. It's a tiny gap, but a gap. No, you're not going to see it. But a gap nonetheless on one side of the tank. But this, no. Why do we need mods that are super fingerprint magnets? Why are they a thing? Why when did that suddenly, when did people in China start going, do you know what we need? We need to do lots of really shiny plastic mods just so people use them and get juice over them and then hate the look of them. That's what we need to do. Bang on, get it up you. So yeah, but I'll give this a little try out. They are going to be sending me their new Squonker though, so that will be getting a review. This I'm just trying out. Andrew's asked, have I reviewed the Wasp Nano? No, I have not. By the time I got one, it was so late after they came out that it was kind of pointless. But it's nice. It's a nice little RDA. Obviously, being that close to your coil, you're going to get a decent little flavour come from it. So much so that my good lady has stolen mine. So, she's just started doing some juice reviews again, so they'll be up on the website very, very shortly. But yeah, so she's been using the Wasp Nano for doing a lot of her tasting. Now then, what else have we got going on? Will you be reviewing any more Deathwish products? I'd be happy to. I'd be happy to. I've not really kept up with what Deathwish have been coming out with, to be honest with you, but I like Deathwish products. I've not had any issues with them, so yeah. No reason why not. No reason why not. Now then, excuse me. Oh, just to let you know, since Christmas, I think I've started using the old Recoil Rebel again, and I stuck it on top of my Dreamer mod, my brass Dreamer mod, and I've forgotten how much I like this RDA. Anyway. Now then, what else have we got going on? I have got the Dead Rabbit Challenge cap in brass going on here on top of my my Dreamer going on here. I'm really liking these Dreamer mods. I'm really looking forward to being able to do the review for them. I think they're comfortable. I think they're really nice to use, and they do a darn good job. I haven't put them on the old voltage drop test yet because they are going to be sending me the stainless one to complete the set. And so once I've got that, I can do the 3 tests, and then I've got 2 different contacts as well, so I'll try doing a different contact. So it'll probably be 6 tests in all, and once I can do all those, I look forward to showing you these. But if you're looking for a mech mod that's under 100 quid, then Times Vape sent me these ones. I don't know where you're going to be getting them at the moment. I've not looked into that yet, but both this one and the copper one that I've got over there are great. I'm really enjoying using them. And what I think is really quite cool is the you might not be able to see it because this is so filthy, but you've got this kind of carved out situation there, and you've got a straight carved situation going there, and so you can flip the tube over depending on which you find the most comfortable in your hand, which I think is rather good. But there we go. This Challenger cap is an airy motherfucker. It really is. There's no other way of explaining that, but it is a super airy one. Now, I believe that the other one, the copper one, which I will be trying out next. In fact, let me just open it up. Someone mentioned on one of my posts recently that the copper one had different airflow. So let's just have a quick look at that, shall we? See if that is the case. But I'll stick this copper one. If I can find my other Dead Rabbit, then I will stick this on top of the on top of the Copper Dreamer. I think I'm quite looking forward to doing that. I think it will look marvelous. But fucking hell, vape, get some little finger divot things in your fucking boxes so you can undo them. There we go. Right. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Oh yes, yes, we have got different air on this one, which is very good. We've got this air is kind of like the ones we've seen before, with these 6 smaller holes to help diffuse the air. So I imagine it's still going to have a whopping great amount. Yeah, there's still a lot of airflow there, but that is quite smooth and swooshy. So we will, I will get that going if I can find my other dead rabbit. So that's that. Now, there you go. Look, we had a little bit of an unboxing, kinda. Now, is there anything else I've got in that I haven't told you about? I had a giggle to the day. I had a giggle because this came in. I did not agree to review this, and it won't be getting a review because I think it's absolutely preposterous. Oh, Dominic, any luck with the bobbleheads? No, mate. No, no. We're hoping that you guys, all our followers, will write to the bobblehead company and say, will you please make a bobblehead of Dean and Mark? But this is from Cthulhu, and they've decided that, you know what, people that have got squonking RDAs probably won't have squonkers. So what we'll do is we'll make a nice little solution for them, and that's this thing right here, which just, you know, we've seen this before. Years ago, we had something very similar. So this isn't super new. It's got a Delrin cap over the top of it. I think it's Delrin or acrylic or plastic or some shit. I don't know. But it's take that off. And what you've got is you've got your fill holes going on there, as well as your squonk RDA connection. So what I'll do, let me just pop on. Just to show you how ridiculous this is. And, you know, if it's your thing, then I apologise because I will be taking the piss. And then we'll pop it on top of a mod. Just on top of a normal mod, because that's what you're going to be doing. And just see how cool it looks, shall we? So on top of the old Aspire, fucking, whatever it's called, Sky Star? No? Yes, Sky Star. Ready? Dun, 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 boom! Now, tell you what this reminds me of. Years ago, you used to be able to get those little things that you put under like heatsink spacer thingies that you'd stick under your RDA, and loads of people would put like 15 of them on top of each other, and so you just had a huge thing. It just, there is nothing that I think is remotely cool about that. I think that's just simply ridiculous. So there you go. But that's turn any mod into a squonker. Woohoo! But no, I think it's awful. I can't even lie about that. I can't. Well, I don't know. If it's the sort of thing that that you like and you go, fuck, that's a really good idea and it looks really cool, I want one, then please comment down below, because I don't see it. I do not see how that's cool. I'm sorry, don't. No, when you've got so many affordable squonk mods going out there in this day and age, no, just no. Right. Anyway, I can't get that back in the fucking thing now. We'll stick that there. I had a nice tidy desk before I started. This is going to be shit again. Right, what else? Big news here, Dean. I'm going to be a grandfather. Well done, Mark Dettinger. Well done. Congrats to your sibling, child, not sibling, child for having a child. And, you know, I don't really understand children. Don't really like them. Don't really get them. And I've got a 2-year-old niece, and kind of don't really know what to say to her, to be honest with you. She kind of looks up at you and you go, all right, what? And that's about as far as my conversation goes. Anyway, what else we got? My vaping place. Hey Dean, how's it going? Hope you had a good holiday. It wasn't bad. Could have been better, but it wasn't bad. Now then, should we have a vape on this fucking iJoy Vaporesso mashup thing? Again, too much. We're going to have to put more power in this. Now it's at 66.6 watts. Let's go 77.7. Nope. Nope. There's... Right. Okay, so 2018. Do you know what I want to see? I want to see people, particularly China, calming the fuck down. That's what I want to see. Because we're getting so much stuff now that just isn't very good. And it's, I don't understand why we have to churn out. I mean, I guess everyone's chasing the money, but you know, it just seems like everyone's churning out so much stuff now that it's just all a pig and nightmare. So, you know, I just really think people would calm the fuck down, and if we could stop making as many single battery mechanical or unregulated squonkers, that'd be splendid as well. But there you go, that's just me being grumpy. Is there anything else I've got to show you that I haven't shown you that's coming new? I don't think there is, you know. I don't think there is. So what we've got, have you seen the Squonk adapter for mechs, says Kenneth's Tutorials? Aside from the one that I just showed you, Kenneth, if it's the one that has a thing hanging off the side, yeah, absolutely. Once again, something else that was about, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe? So yeah, that's not cool. Not cool. Looks ridiculous. And I wouldn't be overly happy about having that on top of a mech, to be honest. Is there anything else? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. So let's have a little look at the chat. Is there anything that I should have answered that I didn't because I was either ranting or talking about some old rubbish? Let's have a little look going on here. Children are fine, but I couldn't eat an whole one. Absolutely. Inikin have just brought out an automatic squonker with the same vacuum system with battery protection. I know, LD Williams. I don't think we can call them squonkers. Can we? I don't think we can. But I know that's, I think, what they're calling it. But I didn't get on with the Inikin lift, so I doubt I'd be getting on with that either, to be honest with you. What else have we got going on here? See, I don't want to have a load of dead air when I'm just staring at the screen and kind of there we go. Look, Mr. Todd was in there. The fountain from 2 years ago. Absolutely, that was what the Cthulhu thing would sort of look like. Remember, please make sure that your questions are in uppercase. Do you know anywhere stocking the Artery Pal or Fast Tech being my best chance? I don't. If you go on to... Oh, I think it was Artery that sent me it directly, actually. If you go and check out my review, I don't know if I put any links to anywhere else in the description. I can't remember. To be honest with you. Personally, I would probably stay away from Fast Tech just because it's going to take you forever to get it, and I'm not overly excited. Jules Gilchrist, have you seen the new Aspire Squonk mod? Yeah, absolutely, and woohoo, it's another 18650 unregulated by the looks of it, so that's exciting. Happy New Year, Daniel. Oh, Daniel, DJLSB. Hello, sir. Nice to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Happy New Year to you, sir. Mark Dettinger, it's a nightmare for beginning vapors. I imagine that's when you're talking about there's so much stuff that's out there in the market at the moment. And I absolutely agree. Because I mean, one train of thought is it's great to have options. And I think that's fantastic. But I think we've got a crap ton of options. What we need to be trying to focus on is innovation or different shapes or, you know, different ways of accommodating the newer batteries and all that sort of... Oh, actually, I did order myself some 2650 batteries after my discussion with Mooch. These LG HG6 jobbies. So I ordered myself 3 of those off Norb, Ecolux in the UK. And I also ordered myself a bunch more VTC5As. I told you that I needed some more for my mech testing and all that sort of stuff. So I've ordered myself a bunch of those. And the which you're not going to be able to see because it's all the way back here. But what we've got going on the back there, charging away, is the Dragon VP4 Plus from Xstar. So yeah, I'm going to be giving that a go. Obviously, I can't review a charger because I'm not qualified to review a charger. I have kind of had that kind of thought in the past. I think I reviewed a charger or two a couple of years ago, and it was kind of, I realised that it's not really, I can say whether it charges stuff, but whether I can say that it does it safely or whatever, I don't really know. I can't really do that. So no point in me doing a review video, but no, it's something that I've bought I bought the charger and the batteries from Fogstar in the UK. I've never used those guys before, and I think it was Ben, very nice chap. Yeah, it was. I'm looking forward to getting more into learning how that fucking charger works. Be good, but I'm looking forward to getting into it a little bit more. And obviously, and now I've got to print myself a new one of these fucking mech battery holders because this one is now full. Look, battery right at the top there. So I've got to make myself some more of those now. So yeah, that's the thing. So Ecolux in the UK and Fogstar in the UK. I've used both of those. Both did great service, very enjoyable, and I had a very nice chat with Ben at Fogstar, and he's a very nice man as well. So that's good. That's good. So I'm just looking at this. If I do that. No, I'm moving towards the chat. No, then you see the wall. Oh, there we go. I was trying to sort of get my head around where the chat is, but that's not going to work. Right, let's have a little look in the chat and see what. Oh fuck me, that just went a little bit wobbly. Speaking of squonk adapters, have you heard of the Linikin Lift STA? We've talked about that, Beth. I think, haven't we? Did we? I think we did. If that's the mod thing. Lee, newbie question for you. I'm so confused by all the coil options. What type of pre-built coils are best for flavour? Well, that's going to be very, very dependent on the type of tank that you're going to be putting them in, really, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, you are kind of quite often restricted. Personally, I find that any of the coils that have the really big kind of single or parallel coil going through the middle with a huge bore going down the middle of it, I find them ridiculous, just terrible for flavour. But the ones with like the multiple coils tend to be a little bit better, or you just buy a sensible one in the first place. So you know, but it's tough because I don't review tanks, Lee. I can't, or lie, I don't know. I can't really give you any more information on that one, I'm afraid. Now, what else we got going on here? A little late to the party. Oh, will you start over? Absolutely, Al. For you, no worries. What do you think of what? No, what? What do you think of the Think Vape root? What? Hang on, it moved. Think of the Think Vape Ruger with the Zeus. I don't know about either of them, so I can't ask that one. Answer? There we go. I can't answer that one. Can I print one of those battery holder, or can I buy one? I've not really. This was kind of like a. This is a sort of just a fiddle about and seeing how my design skills were. To be honest with you, it's in three pieces if you include a little bit that I have along the back there. So I think I need to make a better one. Once I make a better one, then sure, I'll probably put the STL file up and about. But at the moment, that's not as good as it can be. So I've got to work on that one. So hopefully that answers that one, Mr. Gibson. Now then, what else have we got? I need a vape. That's what I need. Have I got juice on this? Have I got juice? Yes. Yes. Loads of juice. Loads of juice. 3.6 volts on a 0.11 coil. Happy days. Nice and warm vape on that one as well. Fantastic. Now then, something else. Seeing as we've talked about, sorry for the clapping if you're wearing headphone users. No, if you wouldn't wear a headphone user. If you're wearing headphones, apologise for the clap. Seeing as I've talked about 3D printing, and there's a few of you that do 3D printing, I recently bought myself some ink from these guys. Rigid Ink in the UK. Definitely worth going and checking these guys out. These are a little bit more expensive than some of your inks. I think this one was about 30 quid, I think. The box is a very clever spool holder. It kind of has instructions and things on how to make it a spool holder, but it actually lays down really nicely. So I've been quite impressed with this. So if you're a 3D printer, go and this isn't, you know, they didn't send this to me for free or anything. I bought it. Then go across to Rigid Ink. I think www.rigid.ink, and go and check this out because it works really, really nicely. And I got this sort of goldy bronze colour, and it's actually really fucking nice. So yes, I will be buying more from those, and I'll show you. I can't show you what I've printed off so far with it, purely because they're prototypes or something. But no, I will. I'll show you stuff in the future. But if you're a 3D printer, go and check them out. I've just ordered a glass bed for my A8 and a sensor thing, a touch sensor. So I'm probably going to break my printer by trying to update the software at some point soon. But once I've done that, if I don't break it, then I'll be printing off the new parallel mechanical squonker from modmaker.co.uk. I don't know if that's what Todd has just shared a little while ago, but yeah, I'll be printing one of those bad boys off and looking forward to doing that, because that should be quite cool. But no, hopefully that should be good. Now then, is there anything else to talk about? So I didn't do half as many. I didn't do any videos between Christmas and New Year. So that, other than the Woofle draw, by the way. Oh, by the way, thank you so much to everybody that contributed to that. The money isn't all with me at the moment. It takes a little bit to process through GoFundMe, but once I've done that, then I will show you guys that all going out and the costs involved and all that sort of shit. But yeah, that's all going to be going out, and thank you so much for getting involved with that. I think it's amazing. Have I gone all laggy? Have I gone all laggy? I don't think I have. My feed on YouTube went all wobbly, but no. So no, it should be quite good. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys all about that. But thank you for getting involved. I've not posted out all the prizes yet because I was waiting for. I did a separate one for my Patreon users and or supporters, and so I want to put them all in the post together, and I will be getting them out this week. So I'm very much looking forward to doing those. Now then. 2017 was the mechanical single battery squonker. What will be 2018? I think 2018 will be more regulated squonkers and hopefully more dual battery regulated squonkers. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I think there will be more usage of larger batteries as well. We're going to see more monster mods come out, which is no bad thing, but I think we'll definitely see more of those coming out in 2018 as well. Who would you recommend if I was looking for a Scottish reviewer? Corgith? Morgantium. He's Scottish, or is he Welsh or Irish? What's Morgantium? Otherwise, Mr. Todd. Ian Thomas asks, how is Sanny doing? She's doing amazing. I took a couple of pictures of her this morning, bless her, and yeah, she makes me very, very happy, so she's marvellous. Right then. Todd, you're a bellend. Right, wasn't a lag, more of a novelty freeze frame section. Fantastic, but we seem to all be going good guns again at the moment. So all in all, I think that is about it. Is there anything else that I need to talk about with you guys? Talked about 3D printing. I did buy myself, I think I told you all, I bought myself a Canon M10. I thought this was going to be the business to do my sort of up close section for my recording, because I have one of these little puppies. So I have an arm set up over here, you see. But no, turns out you can't tether it to your computer. So I bought that and managed to make a royal fuck up there. So that's on eBay at the moment. Once that goes, then I can buy another camera. I'm just trying to make things nice and easy so I don't have to move around too much, you see. What else have we got? We've got a Boya lavalier mic to try. So those of you that will remember how kind of annoyed I get with sound, that'll probably happen again a little bit once I start using this. So we'll give that a go. What else have we got? Anything else? Anything else? Don't think so. I got some black and white salt and pepper shakers in the shape of skulls. That's cool. Now, is there anything else? What's coming up? So I'm not going to tell you when they're coming up, but very, very soon. The only reason is when I say that I'm going to do such and such tomorrow or later or whatever, then life manages to kick me up the hoop and it doesn't happen. So what we've got coming up is the iconic RDA. We've got the Arthur RDA. We've got the B2K RDA, and we've got the Keys Aladdin RDA. We've got those puppies all coming up. We've obviously got the Dreamer mech mods, which are going to be coming up soon. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. I wanted to clear the shelves between Christmas and New Year, and I managed to do none of it, which is most annoying, most annoying. But there you go. LD Williams wants to see my salt and pepper shakers. There you go. Boom. Like them? Salt and pepper shakers. Holes on the heads and everything. So there we go. No, I think that is pretty much it. I think. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe? I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest. So there we go. If you've got any questions, get them out now, Mrs. And I'll attempt to answer them. Make sure you put @VapingBiker and then the question in capital letters, and that'll help me see what's going on. Otherwise, I'm going to go and record some reviews. You know, seeing as that's what I'm supposed to be doing. If my camera battery's charged. So we'll see. We'll see. Hi Dean, have you contacted the Woofle winners yet? John, were you one of the winners? I can't remember. I think I've emailed everybody, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this week I'm getting into that one. So over the next couple of days, if you haven't heard from me and you've emailed me, then absolutely you will do. You will do. But make sure you check your spam folder and all that sort of malarkey if you are one of the winners. Earl Spencer, yes, I have seen your email, my friend, and I just haven't had a chance to reply yet. But yeah, I will learn how to speak. But I will reply to you. Ian Richardson, caught you live for the first time. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Mr. Richardson. Well done. Mick Monster, have you been able to give Mr. Todd a New Year's nipple twist? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to be able to do that, but hopefully not too far away. Give him a good old fucking wrench on his nipple. He loves that. Pickles and tea, yes or no? Ask it's Joe. No, just no, my friend. No, I imagine pickles and tea could be an e-liquid flavour that you're trying to come up with. Maybe, I don't know. but even then, no. Happy New Year. Big fans from Indonesia. Thank you very much. Wan Husky, very kind indeed. So I think oh, hang on. Did he just say the B Arthur RDA? She's dead. No, Kyle. No, just Arthur. This little puppy here. I've got the top off so I can clean it, raring for the review. So yeah, there we go. That's not even focusing. That's kind of in focus. So there we go. Yes, the Arthur from Advocain. I think we can probably do with a few less of these kind of single coil air going through the posts little kind of RDAs now. I think we've pretty much given that damn thing a good old spanking. So yeah, we can probably calm the fuck down with those as well. Is there anything else? So, what's impressed me? Is there anything? So, the Ultrona Luna, like I said, that super impressed me this year. The Berserker RTAs, they both impressed the crap out of me. What else have we got? Things that I'm still using. I'm still using the Sirius. I've got the Ares tank on there. I'm still using the Sirius from those nice people at Lost Babe. Mod defined. So yeah, I'm still using that one. What else is on my desk that I've been using for a while? That could let you know nothing. Still use the Death Wish bare bones at the moment. And yeah, I think you guys pretty much know the stuff that I really like by now because I've covered it a lot. But is there a top mod for 2017? No, there's been a lot that has been spectacular, but there's just too much choice, to be honest with you. It's so dependent now on what kind of tickles your taste buds, shape-wise, power-wise, and all that sort of stuff. The Luna Squonker, like I said, I just thought it was spectacular. So that is definitely up on the list for me. Mechanical-wise, I've looked at some great mechs. I've been super lucky and managed to look at some great mechs this year. And one of the nice things that I've found is it's not been super price-orientated. Like, I know we looked at the silver-plated one that I can't remember the name of that's up there at the moment, which was lovely. But we also looked at the Mod Dog. Was it the Mod Dog? I think it was the Mod Dog that was kind of like 60 quid or something, which was gorgeous as well. So there's been a bunch of stuff, and you know, both above and below price wise. So there's been a bunch of really good stuff that I've really enjoyed playing with and really enjoyed using. So you know, I think it's tough. It's tough. Tanks, obviously, I can't really go into because I don't really review them, and I've already told you my favourite tank for the year, which is a bit of a surprise, being an RTA, being a mouth to lung, even, to be honest with you. It really is. But no, there we go. But I've just got zero interest. Like, I tried this Blitzen thing because I felt a little bit lazy over Christmas, and I thought, well, I'll bang a couple of coils in there or a coil in there and we'll see how we get on. Just because I couldn't be asked to clean out a squonker. Got so annoyed with it, I immediately cleaned out a squonker. So there we go. Right. Oh, my battery on my camera's going down. What else we got? Have we got any more? Don't forget to stick it in uppercase if you've got a question. What is the red mod you just used? What red mod? Did I just have a red mod? Didn't have this one? That one? Or... oh, did this one come across as red? This purple and blue thing? This colour changing affair? Nope, I haven't had a red mod. Have not had a red mod out tonight. I've had the green pulse with a nudge on top. That's getting reviewed as well, by the way. Find out that you can put the with the battery condom thing, you can put a 2650 in there. And it works, however, the door doesn't sit totally flush because for the 20 battery, they're not really designed to use the condom. So, you know, it doesn't sit super flush on there, but it works, and jobs are good. What have we got here? Do you try the Vapor Giant V5S? No, I have not. Malt? No, I haven't, mate. I'm sorry. Oh! The red mod I showed you a little while ago, this one, the Artery. There we go, the Artery Pal. If it was that one, there we go. There we go. What else have we got going on here? Greetings from Russia. Hello, Darkness Lord. I spent a little bit of time on a Russian island, Sakhalin Island. Hell of a place that was. What have we got going on here? Yes, you had the radio. You forgot its name earlier. There we go. The PAL. It must be, I guess. The nudge is interesting. Ian Richardson, Easy Dripper. I've got my Easy Dripper right here. Job's a good one. What's your pre-review thoughts of the Nudge RDA? It's my new fave RDA for sure. I've got no problems with it. It's a little bit awkward to build. Not the easiest if you're a new vapor. I wouldn't get this as your first RDA, to be honest with you. I mean, the deck obviously looks like something that we've seen in the past, or just not so long ago, and the flavour it's all right. It's all right. It doesn't blow me away, but I've you know, that's coming up for review very, very shortly. Clouds for days. Now, is there anything else? If I use a hairdryer on a real condom, could it work on my 18650? Joke. No, it could not. No. Well, there we go. I think that's it then, gang. I think that's probably it. Them Tickle the Wick hoodies are dope ass. Thank you very much, Mr. Mottram. Very kind. Glad you like it. Have you got one? Excellent. Glad you like it. What would you like to see in 2018, asks Dave Vapes. I would like to see, I'll tell you what I'd like to see. Okay, I got a pack of these coils from Gig Vape. Now, I don't know if these are going to focus in or not, but you might be able to see that the actual resistance on these generally tends to be quite high, which is great. Unfortunately, the actual coils themselves don't look brilliant, but, you know, it's a start. I would like to see pre-made coils coming through at a dual coil of around 0.18 to 0.2, and then if you're an experienced user you can take off wraps. If you're not an experienced user you can leave them on and be safe. So I'd like to see that a lot more in 2018. I would like to see more dual battery squonkers. Absolutely, I definitely want to see those regulated. I'd like to see some kind of innovation. I don't know if we've got past the point of innovation now. I'm not really expecting to see anything super exciting coming out from an innovative perspective, because I can't see how we can possibly get much further away than what we've got. I think we'll have more gadgety things, and we'll have more kind of just silly ass things. But no, yes. I tell you what would be kind of cool. You know, people that do all these touchscreen things and they do these Bluetooth things and all that sort of stuff, and 9 out of 10 times it's all a whole lot of pointless. Well, I think what would be very cool would be like a Bluetooth hookup to your phone where your mod tells you if you've got a message. How about that? How about that? Not that you can reply on or anything like that, but just it gives you a little bit of a flash, or it gives you a little bit of a thing and tells you you've got a message. That to me seems like that might be useful, but it's certainly useful, more useful than a stepper, I think. So that could be a thing. There we go. You heard it here first, gang. I did say it about a year ago and it never happened, but there you go. What else have we got? Any plans for triple XL shirts? Yes, Neil M. Downstairs at the moment, I've got a massive great box full of screen printing stuff, because I'm going to teach myself how to screen print, and if that works, then I will be able to offer all sorts of things, and particularly with the larger sizes of shirts and all that sort of stuff. So yes, I am working on it, because I could not find, and I have not been able to find, a reliable supplier. And after being royally fucked up the arse by the company that tried to do my my Christmas shirt, then I got really angry with it, so I've decided to have a go at printing my own. Did you ever review the parallel squonkers from 528 Customs? No, I didn't, Grant. As far as I know, they're still not available anywhere outside of 528. Now, I can't be sure of that, but as far as I know, they're not in the UK, and that's why I haven't reviewed them. So there we go. What have we got going on now? More cheap and decent mech tubes. Yeah, I mean, we've had some good ones. I've still got my old coil art one up here, which I think this was a cracker. This was a great tube mech. I thought this worked really, really nicely, and it hit nice and hard and was a great mod. So I really, really enjoyed that. But, you know, I know people complain about prices. I wrote a thing on my website about it ages ago, about people kind of some stuff to be aware of when it comes to tube mods. And to get good and cheap is difficult. It really is difficult. And it kind of made me think a little bit of kind of my situation with cameras. Okay, so in as much as I like cameras, I use my cameras all the time. I've got my 200D here, which I think is brilliant. I've got some lenses for it and all that sort of stuff. But you know what I want? I want an L lens. I want a really nice, sharp, pin sharp, spectacular lens. But they're like 800 quid. Am I bitching and whinging about it? No. Do I expect the same quality from a 150 quid lens? Fuck no. Because stuff, you know, it just, I think as vapors, it would be nice. It'd be nice if we could all just calm the fuck down a little bit, to be honest with you. Just all be a little bit nicer to each other. Just, you know, not have any of this kind of, if people want to vape a £200 tube mech, crack on. Let them. There's no point in saying, well, you're a wanker then. If people want to vape a £9.99 bloody RDA, crack on, you know, have it. I review stuff. I try and cover a pretty broad spectrum of things on this channel, and you know, I just think that we all need to just calm the fuck down and recognise that other people are vaping and not smoking, and jobs are good 'un, you know, and that needs to, we just all need to be a little bit nicer, and that covers everything, not just for the products. But anyway, there we go. I told you I've turned into a little bit of a hippie over Christmas. Do you plan on doing a full review for the Dead Rabbit Challenge caps? What I'll probably do, Bill, because there's not really much to them, my friend. They're just they're caps. There's no airflow control. There's no things going on. So it's not really something that I can do a full review on as such. But what I'll do is I'll probably have a chat about them when I review the Dead Rabbit SQ. So the smaller Dead Rabbit jobby. What else have we got going on? We're all wankers. Tell you, I mean, you know, we all have that thing, and kind of for a while now, I've kind of tried to rein myself in, even on friends' posts on Facebook. Someone says something stupid, and I, you know, would previously go, "What the fuck are you talking about, you bellend?" But no, I've just kind of chilled out about it now. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Manners, they used to be called back in the day. I'm just curious as to what people think, says Bill. Bill, were you the person that just asked about the caps? Yes, you are. No, yeah, there you go, covered. Dean, I love your beard, mate. Thank you very much indeed. I have been using some brilliant products from the Old Norse, I think it's called. Let me just check. theoldnorse.co.uk. I've been using their beard oil and beard balm, and it's fucking lovely. My beard feels gorgeous at the minute. Very happy with it. What else we got? Hey, what's up, Dean? Greeting from New York. Hello, Thomas. Thank you very much for joining me all the way from New York. Thanks for the time, Mr. Dean. No problems. Triple X Vapes, thank you very much indeed. Dave Vapes, if everyone killed the poison dwarf, the world would be a better place. Absolutely. Right. Kyle, here we go. I'm serious. I used to be a high-end snob. Now I don't give a fuck. I'm using a 213 with a Hurricane 1.3. Bloody right too. Absolutely. And I tell you, I've put some some funny old setups together with an expensive RDA and a cheap as piss mod, or vice versa. And if you vape, you vape. You don't really get, and this is something that will kind of possibly have more of a thing, that when as a reviewer, there's always the question being asked of which gives better flavour, this RDA or that RDA. And 9 out of 10 times now, there's not really that much difference. There isn't really a huge, not like the cavernous difference that we used to have. And so really, there are so many of these things are all kind of, are you going to get a better build quality? Well, certainly with some products that are more expensive, you will do. But are you going to get a better vape from it? Probably not. Probably not, to be honest with you. But no, some people like stuff that isn't produced in massive amounts. I mean, I love my pylon. My pylon from Limelight, I think is brilliant. I bought this second hand, or I traded for this. Got this second hand SX chip in there. Think it's marvelous. Love it. Think it's brilliant. And it just, they're not mass produced. It feels nice. It's quality. The aftercare is brilliant. And so I love it for that reason. But you wouldn't expect that mod with that level of service and aftercare for 30 quid. It just, it wouldn't happen. So, you know, there we go. Ian, what's up in there next in the review queue? I did mention those a little while ago, Ian. So there's a whole bunch of RDAs coming up and a bunch of other stuff. So things. I'm going to try and be super busy, because whilst I've not been putting out content, I've still been testing the crap out of things and rebuilding and all that sort of good stuff. Howdy from Oklahoma. Fantastic. There's a song about Oklahoma, isn't there? I think. There we go. Where do you buy your backdrops from? Asked Kimmy Vapes. It depends where I find them, really. I think this one was an Amazon job, I think. So there we go. Go and check Amazon. Daedalus Pro review. Absolutely, Mike. Good point. I do want to do it. However, and I've said this a few times, that I don't think the jig is quite as forgiving on the Daedalus Pro as it was on the original Daedalus. So it does have a little bit more of a kind of a getting to know you session. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use it enough to be able to identify exactly what the problems are and offer solutions. So if you buy a Daedalus Pro, then you've got a solution to it kind of being a bit sticky or whatever. So to do that, it means that obviously I have to make lots and lots of wire, which is time consuming and also consuming on wire. So, you know, I'm still going to be cracking on with that one, but I have been using it over Christmas, so I will definitely do a review. But rather than just throwing it out there, I have seen a couple of reviews of people that just didn't know how to use it at all. So I want to make sure that not only do I show you how to use it properly, but also that it can give you a solution to any challenges, if one exists, of course. Now then, why does my puppy try to bite my clouds? It's exciting, isn't it? Blow an O. They love that. Looking good in 2018. Thank you very much, Purgers. Hello, Mr. Biker. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Fall Beach. Thank you very much indeed. Vigo, the Carpathian backdrops. Yes. Thank you. Do you see what I posted on my my Facebook page about it being a bit Vigo? Can you see it? Can you see it? I think yeah. Right, I think we should getting the multi-core Clapton to work on the Pro without messing up is challenging. Absolutely. I've managed to get dual core and triple core going fine, and I'm finding that there's a lot of fine tuning involved with the tension on the wire when it comes to things like spaced Claptons, or like whatever they're called. Spaced, yeah, they are spaced Claptons, aren't they? The brass wire guides on the Daedalus Pro are heavier than OG, doesn't move as well. No, yes, but the brass wire guides are heavier, but the jig, there's less of it, so that's lighter. So, you know, yeah, no, actually, I measured it, didn't I? I measured the weight difference. Can't remember which came out heavier. But there we go. Do you know anywhere I can buy a silver spring for the Descendant mod by Rig? Can't find it anywhere. Fall Beach, the best thing to do would be to email Rig themselves, I'm afraid. Shining album cover, okay, okie dokie. Mech Monster, happy fucking New Year, everyone. Happy fucking New Year to you as well. Right. Well, this has gone on way longer than I expected. But we've had a giggle, I think. I'd love to show. I'm going to do this when I finish this live stream. And I'm going to go, fuck, I forgot to tell them about such and such. Oh, well, what can you do? I'm looking. No, can't see anything. It is what it is. So, have we got anything else? Any other questions before we go? I'm still on 2 batteries on my camera, so that's going to be going very, very 2 batteries, 2 bars. So that's going to be going very, very shortly. Staggered fused Claptons, that could be it. That could be it. Well done. Hit the thumbs up and show some love. Thank you very much, OR Church. That would be very, very nice. It's a PB review over and out. Absolutely. Now then, what else have we got going on? Is there anything? I have said no to the Maze RDA from Vandy Vape. I said no thank you to that one because it's using the same kind of coil as the Aspire thing, and I hate it in the Aspire thing, and I'm fairly confident that I'm going to hate it on the on that RDA as well. If people love it, brilliant, crack on with it. But I know Rip did a I think it was a little video on his Instagram the other day where he fired up one of these coils in this RDA. I swear it was like a 0.18, and he was firing it at 90 watts, and the vapor cloud that was coming directly off the coil was just like, which looked awful. And I just think that airflow, I mean, if you're old enough to remember making stovetops and pancake type coils, airflow was always a bit of a pain in the dick just to get the air hitting exactly where you wanted it to hit. And when it's flat, your air's not going to hit. It's not. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. So there we go. So I'm not going to be reviewing that just because I know I'm going to hate it already. Any more for any more? Anything else I can tell you about? So I've told you about a few things I don't like. I've told you about a few things that I do like. I've talked to you about a couple of things that I'm looking forward to in the new year. A couple of things that I wish they'd calm the fuck down with. Is there anything else? Told you about 3D ink. Told you about lavalier mics, beard oil. Fucking hell, tell you. Salt and pepper shakers. You don't get that from any vape vlogs, do you? Hey? What? God, if you don't like it, ask for your money back, I tell you. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yes, I think we're good. So, I really think we are going to go now, because I think we've been going like an hour and 20 minutes we've been going. Christ on a bike. That's fantastic. So, yes, if I'm going to say anything this year, then hopefully in 2018, just be nicer to people. Just, you know, treat people how you want to be treated, and have a jolly good time with it. Have you ever reviewed the nuts? No, I don't think I have, LD. So, no, there we go. Just be nicer to people because, you know, It's enough negativity in the world. So that's it. That's it. I'm going now. I'm going. I am. I've just got to move this window over here. And then we're going to set the outro ready. Oh, look at this. Look, I've got things and stuff to do. What? Right. But in my absence, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. A really, really lucid RDA review. Have I got a lucid RDA? Have I got a lucid RDA? Don't think I've got a lucid RDA. Have I? Have I? Don't think I have. So if I haven't got it, unlikely. Do you want to? Nah, I'm good. Thank you anyway, though. But have a good one. Enjoy your first week back at work. If you've had a nice break over Christmas and New Year, try not to murder anyone because you don't want to be there, and just live the dream. I will see you very, very soon. A bit larger.